We find ourselves in the final few days of Ramadan, and during the final few days, during the nights, we commemorate the night of Laylatul Qadr, the night in which the Quran was revealed to us. Now, what are the benefits that we can take away from this night in terms of our own personal development and implement in other areas of our life? You see, to understand what the benefits are, I think it's best that we go back, way back to before the Quran was revealed. We need to understand that Arabia at the time, before the Quran was revealed, was buried in darkness. People were burying their daughters. And then the Quran was revealed. The Quran came not with the sword, but with words that addressed our intellect, our mind, our heart, our soul. And neither did it demand a blind obedience from us, but it spoke to people with reason by asking questions such as, do you not think? Will you not reflect? And in doing so, it moved people from darkness into enlightenment. People that were bearing their daughters now stood for justice. Oppressors became liberators, drunkards became sober. And who would have thought that the Quran and its message would cross deserts, oceans, and centuries, that 1400 years later, you and I are still uttering those verses, that we still feel the same truth. So what is Laylatul Qadr then? Is Laylatul Qadr then not the light of the Quran still echoing in our minds, in our choices, and in our desire to continuously wanting to improve ourselves? Are the verses of the Quran still not dismantling our own arrogance? You see, Laylatul Qadr is not just about standing in prayer, but it is ultimately what we need to ask ourselves is, did we actually receive the message, and are we implementing that message? Is that message and that light of the Quran reflective in our life, in our lifestyle, in our choices that we make, in our character, in our relationships, in our home, in our family, in our work, in our very being, and in us as a society?